Imagine you're working hard all year. You earn $100,000. Taxes come out automatically. You never even see the money. Your paycheck hits your account smaller than it should be. Then you open the news and read, "Billionaire pays lower tax rate than his secretary." And you think, how? Are they cheating? Are they hiding money offshore? Or is the system just built differently than we think? Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most wealthy people aren't breaking tax laws. They're just not earning money the same way you are. And that changes everything. There are two completely different paths when it comes to taxes: illegal evasion, which is fraud, and legal structuring, which is strategy. Let's be very clear. Lying about income, illegal. Hiding assets secretly, illegal. Inflating fake expenses, illegal. That's tax evasion. People go to prison for that. That's not what we're talking about. What we're talking about is something much more powerful: tax avoidance. Not hiding money, structuring money. Quick pause. If you like structured, no-fluff money systems, subscribe and share. We build strategy here, not hype. Now here's the shift most people miss. Employees are taxed on income. Owners are taxed on profit. Investors are taxed on gains. Three completely different rule books. If you earn a salary, you get paid first and taxed immediately. Before you spend, before you invest, before you plan. If you own a business, the business earns first. Then it subtracts expenses. Then it pays tax on what's left. That difference alone changes the game. Let's say a business makes $500,000. It spends $300,000 on salaries, rent, marketing, equipment. It only pays tax on the remaining $200,000. That's not cheating. That's how the system is designed. Now zoom out further. The wealthy don't just earn income, they earn capital gains. And capital gains are taxed lower than salary in many countries. Why? Because governments want investment. Investment creates companies. Companies create jobs. Jobs create taxable wages. So the tax code rewards capital more than labor. That's structural, not accidental. Then there's something even more interesting: appreciation without selling. If a billionaire owns stock worth $1 billion and it grows to $1.2 billion, they don't pay tax on that $200 million gain. Why? Because they didn't sell. Unrealized gains are not taxed. And instead of selling, they can borrow against those assets. So technically, they live on loans, not income. And loans aren't taxable. That's not magic. That's how asset-backed lending works. Then there's deferral. This one's subtle. If you contribute to retirement accounts, real estate exchanges, or reinvest profits, you're not avoiding taxes, you're delaying them. Deferral isn't escape, it's timing control. And timing is leverage. Here's the deeper layer. Wealthy individuals don't obsess over how do I pay zero tax. They ask, how do I change the type of income I earn? Salary, taxed high. Dividends, taxed lower. Long-term capital gains, taxed lower. Business profit after deductions, taxed differently. Appreciation, not taxed until sold. It's not about hiding money, it's about changing categories. Now, are there aggressive international structures at the extreme corporate level? Yes. Global entities, transfer pricing, controlled foreign corporations. But at the personal level, the core idea is simpler. Own assets, control income type, delay realization, structure before earning. And here's the uncomfortable part. The tax system doesn't punish wealth, it punishes simplicity. If all your income flows through one paycheck, you're playing the most heavily taxed version of the game. The rich don't avoid taxes by breaking rules, they avoid taxes by owning assets. So the better question isn't, how do I avoid taxes? It's, how do I move from labor income to asset income? That's where the real shift happens. Because the goal isn't to pay zero, the goal is to legally minimize. Different income, different structure, different outcome. And once you see that, you stop being angry at the scoreboard and start changing how you play.